We're set for baseball on this Monday. Here's the first pitch today, and it is in there for a called strike. We're underway, and the count's no balls and one strike on Grant McCray. He figures to be the Giants center fielder this season. They brought a few of their regulars, most of their starters, though, back in Scottsdale for their game against the Rockies today. And the next pitch, that one is taken. It misses for a ball. The count's 1-1. 78 degrees, very pleasant weather today. Bright sunshine here in Tempe, and the first pitch back to Southern California at 12:10. That's an off-speed pitch. It misses, and the count goes to 2-1. Not much of a breeze at all today, but very pleasant weather, closing in on the 80-degree mark. And the pitch, that's a chase and a miss. And behind on that swing was McCray. He's had a home run already this spring. The Giants have won their first two games this spring, and the Angels have split their first two so far in the Cactus League. Here's the next pitch. It's fouled back behind the plate. And so the count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kyle Hendricks is a contact pitcher. He's not overpowering by any stretch. Doesn't strike out a whole lot of batters. Needs the plays to be made behind him in the field. Here's the next one, and it's a ground ball hit right to Moore, the second baseman. Gobbles it up, throws the first in plenty of time, and that'll be the game's first out. So one away. And the batter now will be Marco Luciano, who was originally an infielder, but after the Giants signed a big free agent deal with Willie Adames, who's going to be their long-term shortstop, the Giants are now looking at Luciano in the outfield, and that's where he plays today. He takes the first pitch, and that one misses for a ball. The count's 1 ball, no strikes. Young player, just 23 years old. He was in 27 games for the Giants a year ago. Hit just .211 for San Francisco, and the pitch. And that's fouled back behind the plate. So the count's level. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. There was a time just a couple years ago before the Giants signed Adames this past offseason where people were saying that Marco Luciano is going to be the shortstop of the future for the Giants, but that is not going to be the case anymore. He's learning to play the outfield. Pitch missed on him. It's now 2 balls and a strike. Hendricks ready, and the next pitch, and that is a off-speed pitch. It misses. So he's behind. It's 3-1. Opponents hit .286 against Hendricks a year ago. Lefty batters hit him at a plus 300 clip, and there's one taken on the outside part of the plate. That's a called strike. So the count runs full. 3-2. Mike Yastrzemski waiting on deck. He's one of their regulars here today. And the next pitch, that's bounced foul over by the Giants dugout. So with Kyle Hendricks on the mound today, the Angels have, well, about 6 other pitchers who could see some action. Jose Suarez will be one of them. Hans Kraus is slated to pitch for the Angels today in relief. And the next one, that's fouled off over on the right side. It's going to get back and out of play. So the count remains 3-2. Angels will be back on the road tomorrow in Peoria to take on the Padres, and then right back here at Tempe Diablo, and there's a pitch taken for a called third strike by Luciano, and a strikeout for Kyle Hendricks. He fooled Luciano on that last pitch, and it was around the knees, just got a little piece of the outside part of the plate. So 2 up, 2 away. And here's Yastrzemski, who a season ago hit .231 for the Giants with 19 home runs. Lefty batter takes the first one for a called strike. Defensively for the Angels, Shonowell at first, Moore at second, Moncada at third, and Newman is the shortstop. And there's a bouncer fouled off over on the right side. So the count snowballs, 2 strikes outfield for the Angels. Ward is in left, Adell's in center, and Mike Trout out there in right field today for the Angels. Trout's also the leadoff batter, so we'll see him shortly at the plate. And here's the 2-strike delivery. He threw it by him. Gave him a little something extra with the hard stuff inside. Strong inning for Hendricks. Retires 3 in a row with a couple strikeouts.
This spring training telecast on MLB Network is presented by Best Western Hotels and Resorts. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at bestwestern.com.
The 3 for me only the big smash burger, and it's still just $10.99. So if it's all this or a drive-through, come on, it ain't rocket surgery. It's Chili's. This Chili's 3 for me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
The harder you push, the better we get. Introducing Copper Fit Ice, the world's first compression sleeve with a cooling sensation of menthol. The more you move, the more you'll feel the support. Our most advanced compression sleeve yet. A more durable heavyweight weave with seamless 4-way stretch for continuous compression and faster recovery of sore muscles and joints. Copper Fit Ice. Get the full line of Copper Fit Ice compression at these fine stores.
What are we doing today, Coach?
So, today, we're going to work on our checking on...
Ooh. Sorry, I heard checking.
A bit of a misunderstanding.
I meant checking on how we can help save our customers money on their car insurance.
And whether they need car, home, boat, or pet coverage.
Precisely. Now, let's go again. Susan?
Always wanted to do that.
My turn.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Best day of training so far.
How's your elbow?
It's killing me.
Soul has a little bit of everything. And with a Sapphire Reserve card, you have access to all of it. Whether you're eating the world's finest Hamjang shake or 5 courses of street food, you really can find anything in a city like Seoul. Experience the world like an insider with Chase Sapphire Reserve. Make more of what's yours.
Hot Stove, weekday mornings, 9 Eastern on MLB Network.
Mike Trout leads it off for the Angels as we start things off here in the bottom of the first inning. He was taking the first pitch from Mason Black. Black is a sinker slider pitcher. And here's the next one on Trout. Swings at that one, fouls it back behind the plate. So the count quickly jumps to 0-2. First time we've seen Mike Trout in an Angel uniform in a game since last April, late last April. Played in only 29 games last year, had the knee injury and then the surgery, the pitch. And that's outside, a sinker misses, so the count on Trout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He'll be followed by Travis d'Arnaud and Taylor Ward. Here's the next one, and that's a little bit low. Trout does not figure to be the Angels' leadoff man this season. That spot certainly looks like it's going to be handled by Taylor Ward, but Trout batting in the top spot here today gives him a chance to maybe get an extra at bat in this game. There's a pitch that's up and in and misses for a ball. So the count right now, it's full. It's 3-2. Mason Black, a pretty quick worker. He's set, and here's the payoff, and Trout takes, and that's outside, ball 4. So Mike is on. In the brief time that Trout played last season, he did some running. He had 6 stolen bases in just 29 games. Whether or not he's going to test out that knee of his, the left knee that had the surgery back in April of last year, remains to be seen. And here's the pitch. That's outside. This is Travis d'Arnaud batting. Veteran catcher the Angels signed in the offseason. And a SoCal native, d'Arnaud. Trout fair lead at first, not going. The pitch. That's popped foul on the right side, backing out of play. Angels signed d'Arnaud as a free agent to a 2-year deal in the offseason. Veteran player. He's been an all-star in the past, and he's also been a guy that's been to the postseason a lot in his career. There's a pitch he checks on. He went around on that one. So he's in the hole. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Darno, former first-round pick of the Phillies, and that was back in 2007. There's one that's way outside. So the count level, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Travis d'Arnaud, now 36 years old. He'll be kind of a mentor for Logan O'Hoppe this season. O'Hoppe certainly the Angels' regular catcher. Here's the next pitch, and that one comes in, and it got a piece of d'Arnaud. That was inside. He's okay. Hit by the pitch. So the Angels have a couple left, and Taylor Ward will be the next batter. The pitch by Black looked like it got d'Arnaud right off of the left elbow. So the Angels haven't had a hit from their first 2 batters, but they're both on base. And here's Taylor Ward. And the first pitch, that one's a little bit inside. It misses for ball 1. Right-handed hitter Taylor Ward. He had a hit for the Angels in the Cactus League opener against Seattle here a few days ago. He swings at this one, lifts a high fly ball that's carrying deep into center field, but it is hanging up. Making the catch right by the rim of the track is McRae. Brown is going to tag and easily move over to third on the long fly out. So Taylor Ward with a productive out there. Gave that one a good ride out to the wall. Foot or 2 back on the track was McRae to make the catch, and here's Soler. Angels have been active in the first innings so far here in the Cactus League play, even though the Angels ended up losing that game yesterday 14-2 against Cleveland. The Angels scored in the first inning, and they scored 4 in the first inning Saturday in the opener of the Cactus League against Seattle. First pitch, ball on Soler. Here's the next one, and that's on the outside corner, called strike. Counts 1 ball, 1 strike. Angels still looking for their first home run in the Cactus League. Soler, a guy that the Angels are certainly hoping is going to hit a few this season. Takes the next one, and that pitch was in there from Mason Black. So Soler's in the hole. It's 1-2. Everyone is ready. The right-hander is set. Here it comes on Soler, and he swings and fouls that one back. Soler, as he gets set at the plate, he likes to lay that bat on his right shoulder. Kind of a timing thing for him, getting set at the plate. And here's the next pitch. That's a breaking ball. It's a slider. It was way low and outside. 2-2. Just underway from Tempe. Beautiful day for baseball here in Cactus League play. Bright sunshine and the temperature right near 80 degrees. Here's the 2-strike pitch. That ball's blasted deep down the left field side, and you can kiss it goodbye. Here's the first home run this spring. It almost put it out in the driveway. It hit back by the trees. That one there, not sure if we'll get any tail of the tape on it, but that was way over 400 feet. That's a 3-run homer, and the Angels have the early 3-0 lead. So a good start today. Yohan Moncada will be the next batter. That ball that Soler just hit out, boy, if he could do that with some sort of regularity for the Angels this season, that would be a great sign for the club. First pitch on the switch hitter. Moncada was batting for the first time this spring, and he was taking that one, swings at this one, and fouls that pitch off. So the count's 1 ball, 1 strike. Black is set. And here's the next one on Moncada. Takes that one low. Angels sign Yohan Moncada fairly late in the offseason, and Angels are thinking he's going to be their everyday third baseman. Did not play a whole lot last year. There's a pitch that he takes low. Count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike. He was with the White Sox last season. He ended up playing in just 12 games. Next one, that's chopped foul over on the right side. Moncada had a left adductor strain last year, which caused him to miss all that time. Here's the next pitch. Chopped foul again on the first base side. So the count holding, it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Angels certainly hoping a little change of scenery will be something that produces a turnaround year for Moncada. The pitch, and that is low, and another walk issued here in the first inning by Mason Black. So he's walked 2, hit 1, and given up a 3-run homer in this inning, and there's only 1 out. This is Shotwell who will be stepping up to the plate. Meantime, they're going to have a little meeting at the mound. Their pitching coach for this game is out there. That's Garvin Alston. Brief meeting. The manager for the Giants today, with this being a split squad game for them, Ryan Christensen is their manager. He's really their bench coach. Bob Melvin is back in Scottsdale managing the other Giants club. So here's Shotwell. He had a hit in Saturday's game, and there's a pitch that almost hit him, and he had to move out of the batter's box on that one. "27 pitches already in this first inning. You kind of wonder if Black's going to get through this first inning. And the pitch, that's lifted in the air down the right side, and that ball's well hit. It's going to take a bounce, hits off the wall. Going into third and being held there is Moncada, and turning and drilling that one into right with the double is Shotwell. So the Angels' bats are hot today. In that game yesterday, and it was a road game for the Angels. The Angels did not have a hit after the second inning yesterday, and have already had a homer and a double in this one, and now they are going to make a move to the bullpen. So just saying that Mason Black might not get through this inning, and he won't. He could be back out, though, to pitch in the second inning when we get back. So they're going to go to the bullpen right now here in the bottom of the first.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. But at least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Sweet.
SafeLight can come to you for free. Don't wait. Go to SafeLight.com and schedule now.
Before the next commercial, find out if you're overpaying for car insurance. FinanceBuzz.com compares the rates of over 90 carriers, from emus, geckos, and ladies in lab coats, to see who gives you the best price. Go to FinanceBuzz.com.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, serves up bottomless chips and salsa, a drink, and the delicious Big Smasher Burger with twice the beef of a Big Mac. Maybe they should change that name. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
With 4imprint, you get more than promo products. You get the certainty of personal service, design expertise, and unmatched quality to make your moment shine. Be 4imprint certain at 4imprint.com.
4imprint for certain.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Call the number on your screen.
Call 1-800-850-3286.
New pitcher for the Giants is Trent Harris. He's one of their minor leaguers that they brought here just in case. Just in case turns out to be the first inning he's seeing action. His first delivery on Joe Adell, and the pitch to Adell he was taking for ball one. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at second and third. Angels have the 3-0 lead. And the next delivery, and that one is outside as well. It's 2 balls and no strikes. As Harris works in this ball game. He was a player who played for 3 different teams in the Giants organization last year, AA, High A, and A ball. And there's one that's right in there for a called strike. Got to think he might have a little nervous energy out there on the mound. Had a 9-3 record last year in the minors, and that was strictly as a reliever. He had 5 saves. ERA was very good, 1.81. And there's one that's low. He's having some trouble throwing strikes here on Joe Adell. The count's 3-1. Angels are having a long first inning. The next delivery, and Adell skies one in the air into shallow center field. Second baseman is back. He makes the call and catch, and it just wasn't deep enough for the runner over there at third base, Moncada, to tag. So wisely, the second baseman with the put out in shallow center. That's the second out. And Christian Moore will be the next batter. That was an at-bat right there that Joe Adell would like to have back. If nothing else in that situation, you want to get that runner in from third somehow, and he was just not able to do it. So 2 outs.
Hey, Andrew, do you have any pitches Black delivered?
Batter now Moore, the 8th batter in this first inning. A hit probably means 2 more runs, and the pitch, that's on the outside corner. It's a called strike. Moore has already had a couple of hits for the Angels so far this spring. 2 for 4. Should have had a hit yesterday, but they scored it in error on the shortstop, and there's one that's lifted foul down the right side, backing out of play. So the count goes to 0-2. Mason Black, who is their starter when they took him out here for Trent Harris, Black had thrown 28 pitches, so that's why they got him out. And wouldn't be surprised if he's back out to pitch on the Angels bat in the bottom of the second. We'll see. And here's the next delivery. Boy, that was a close one. Good eye right there by Moore. That pitch was borderline. Here today at Tempe Diablo Stadium, there is no automated ball strike system in place for this game. Here's the next delivery, and that is a called third strike, and out looking is Moore. So the inning ends on the strikeout. Harris comes in, does a nice job. It's a couple outs.
Introducing new Oroxon Gel, the first FDA-cleared ED treatment available without a prescription. Oroxon Gel is clinically proven to work within 10 minutes, so you and your partner can experience the heights of intimacy. New Oroxon ED Treatment Gel.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, serves up bottomless chips and salsa, a drink, and the delicious Big Smasher Burger with twice the beef of a Big Mac. Maybe they should change that name. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Hey guys, if you're losing your hair, you need to hear this. I get it. You've tried hats, strategic combing, or maybe you've considered going straight cue ball. None of those get you what you really want. Hair. More specifically, your hair. Growing naturally out of your head, like it used to. It's time to actually solve this thing with Bosley, America's #1 hair restoration experts. And right now, Bosley's giving away an absolutely free information kit, plus a free gift card. All you have to do is scan this code. Seriously, scan it. It works. A shaved head might let you glide through the water like a seal, but you can't emerge and smooth back your mane like a majestic merman. Bosley uses the latest technology to give you your real hair back, and their permanent solution is backed by the Bosley Guarantee. This trendy fedora won't give you that guarantee. So scan the QR code now, get your free information kit and your free gift card. And most importantly, get your real hair back permanently. Let's get this done.
Create your plate.
Go further.
Wait, this might work.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Mira esto.
What the?
The fun this young man has playing baseball.
We get things going here in the second inning. First batter up for the Giants, taking the pitch for a strike, Encarnacion. Gerard Encarnacion at the plate. He's in 35 games for the Giants. Fouls that one off on the right side. And so the count jumps to 0-2. Encarnacion, you see him, he kind of reminds you a little bit of Soler of the Angels. He's a big guy and has had some power in the past in the minors. Swings at that one, fouls that one off. First baseman. He was in 35 games for San Francisco a year ago, hit .248 with 5 homers in those 35 games. Counts 0-2 as Hendricks works against his first batter here in inning number 2. Angels have a 3-0 lead. The pitch, and it's bounced by the mound. Stopped behind second by Moore. His throw in plenty of time. Encarnacion doesn't run all that well, and he's retired easily for the first out. So one gone. Batter now will be Patrick Bailey. This copyrighted broadcast presented by Authority of Angels Baseball may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball. So the next batter is Bailey, switch hitting catcher, although he is DHing today. And the first pitch, that one is a little bit low. Bailey is a very good defensive catcher, and he would certainly be considered one of the better defensive catchers in the game. Here's the pitch, lines that one into center field. Adele is right there waiting. It was hit right at him, and that's the second out. Bailey hit it hard, but he's retired. And so far, so good for Kyle Hendricks. He's retired the first 5 batters in a row. Andrew Bailey, who just lined out there to Joe Adele, mentioning a good defensive catcher, catch and throw guy. He did win the Gold Glove for catchers in the National League last year. Here's Sam Huff, who is catching today for them. And the first pitch, that was a good off-speed pitch for a called strike. 0-1 is the count. Huff, a player who was in the Rangers organization, and the Giants claimed him off the waiver wire last month. There's a pitch in there, and the count quickly jumps to 0-2. Huff was in only 3 games last year for Texas, did not have any hits. It's a guy who's been a free swinger when he's played in the majors, and the next delivery, he is taking that off-speed pitch and misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Angels in the bottom of the second inning will have Newman, and then the top of the order, Trout and Darno. We'll see who comes out to pitch for the Giants. And the next pitch, it's low and outside. So the count's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hendricks is set. Next pitch, and he got him looking outside corner, struck him out, and that's how the inning went. That's probably it for Hendricks. He has retired 6 in a row with 3 strikeouts. Bottom of inning number 2 coming up.
Back pain. When you've got it, you know it. Introducing the X-Pack from CopperFit, our groundbreaking technology designed for compression support of your lower back and core like you've never experienced before. Engineered with our most innovative, patent-pending, advanced X compression system, the X-Pack evenly distributes the support across a broader surface area of your back for relief of lower back aches and pains.
The new belt is fantastic. I feel a bigger area of support. Immediately, there was something different about this.
A super lightweight mesh fabric, ventilated for unmatched breathability to increase airflow and release excess heat.
You have to try it. You haven't felt anything that's going to give you the kind of support and relieve the back pain that you have, because it is unbelievable.
Our copper-infused fabric, made with the most advanced materials for superior support and lighter than air comfort.
It's just relaxing all that tension that you get.
Wow, oh, that feels great.
I've tried a lot of belts in the past. Nothing like this.
I have a history of back issues, man, and this is really hard to believe what I'm feeling right now.
An orthopedic-designed alloy support panel and 4 built-in flexible stabilizers to help improve alignment and promote better posture.
Usually when I have long triathlons, there's pain. With the belt, there's absolutely no pain. For me, it was like, okay, is this really happening? I really haven't felt anything like this before.
The all-new X-Pack from CopperFit, the most effective, breathable, customizable support for relief of lower back pain you will ever wear. Guaranteed or your money back. Get yours now at getxpack.com for only 2 payments of $29.99 or call 1-800-249-4719. Order right now and your shipping is free.
This is by far the best support that I have found.
You feel like, you conquered the world, and it's life-changing.
The all-new X-Pack from CopperFit. Feel the difference.
Our spring training coverage continues. Tuesday on MLB Network, the Mets and Astros lead off at 1 Eastern. Then the Brewers take on the Guardians at 4. Spring training action coming your way, only on MLB Network.
And as we speculated, Mason Black, the starting pitcher who was taken out in the first inning, is back in the game pitching here to start the second inning. And the first pitch, it's fouled back by Kevin Newman. 0-1 is the count. And here's the next pitch on the right-handed hitter. It's a line shot over the head of the second baseman Wisely. It drops into right center, and that is a leadoff single. Angels are not having any trouble at all against Mason Black. This bottom of the second inning, it's being presented today by Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, and sports. Swing by the restaurant at the outlets at Orange and enjoy. Here's Mike Trout. He walked to start off the ball game last inning and came around to score on the Soler 3-run homer. First pitch on Trout, that caught the outside part of the plate, called strike on that first pitch slider. Infield, middle part, double play depth, pickoff toss over to first, and Newman is back. Newman had 8 steals last year with the D-backs. He'll pick his spots as far as running the bases. Next one on Mike Trout, and that's fouled back behind the plate. Looking at Mike Trout, he's in really good shape. You just hope that the injury bug escapes him this season, because it has certainly been an issue. The last 4 years, Trout has missed 41% of the Angels' games. Here's the pitch, and that one is outside. And Mike last season only played in 29 of the 162. It's in the 7th year of his 12-year deal. And now the Angels' right fielder. Black had asked for time, and now he's back ready. Here's the pitch. Trout swings and misses that one, and he is a strikeout victim. So that's out number 1. Travis d'Arnaud will be the next batter. Talked about Mason Black before we got started. He's a sinker slider pitcher, and that one there didn't have a whole lot of movement to it. Got Trout swinging. Here's Travis d'Arnaud, hit by a pitch his first time up, checks the swing on that one, and it looks like he was holding on that one for ball one. Angels have a fair crowd on hand today for their second home Cactus League game this spring. And the next pitch, this is hit a mile high, left side of the infield, now on foul ground. Coming over is the third baseman, and right in front of his dugout, he makes the catch. And that was Jake Lamb, who saw some action for the Angels a couple seasons ago. That's the second out. d'Arnaud retired. Pop, third base side. Taylor Ward will be the next batter in the Angels left field. Ward digs in, and ready to come in is Mason Black. There goes Newman. The pitch taken. The throw to second bounces in, and safe at second base is Kevin Newman with a stolen base. So the Angels now have a runner in scoring position. Tyler Ward was taking that pitch, and the throw was one hopper, ended up popping off the glove of the second baseman wisely, but the ball stayed right near the second base bag. So let's see. A hit here could mean a run. That pitch is up and in on Taylor Ward. Ward last season, he had a nice bounce back year for the Angels, considering what he went through in the 2023 season when he suffered the multiple face fractures, fractured nose when he's hit by a pitch back in late July of 2023. Ward last season, you kind of wondered how it was going to go, and he only ended up missing 6 games last year for the Angels. So it went quite well. He had a career high in homers and runs batted in. Walks picked up last year. Had his most doubles in a season last year. Here's the next delivery. Lifted in the air. This ball's hit well out into right center field. Chasing is the center fielder. Out of his reach. It hits off the warning track in the wall. That's going to bring in Newman, and that's a double with 2 outs by Taylor Ward. That drives in a run, and the Angels now have a 4-0 lead. Good job by Ward. McRae had a long run out there to try and nab that one in right center. The right fielder Yastrzemski never really got to it. It was McRae or else for San Francisco, and he just couldn't quite reach that one. So the Angels up by 4 here in the second. Still continuing to hit around Mason Black. And the next batter at the plate, taking that one for a strike, is Soler, who's had the big hit here in the early going, the 3-run homer. Right-hander against right-hander. And here's the pitch. There's a chase and a miss. So the count on Soler now 0-2. Soler isn't the only Jorge we know. Our producer-engineer, Jorge Sevilla, celebrating a birthday today here at Tempe Diablo Stadium. And here's the pitch. That is a called third strike. Soler is out looking, and that's how the inning will end. Angels add on, have a 4-0 lead. Just 2 completed. We head to the third.
Dreams begin here. Welcome to the Good Night Club.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, is still available with the Big Smasher Burger, and it's still just $10.99. So if it's all this or a drive-through, come on, it ain't rocket surgery, it's Chili's. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
You're busy. Deadlines are looming. You've got events to plan, people to impress, and a brand to elevate. With 4imprint, you get more than promo products. You get certainty. From trade shows to teen milestones, 4imprint gives you personal service, design expertise, and unmatched quality. On time, every time, with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Be 4imprint certain. Visit 4imprint.com for promotional products that work as hard as you do.
4imprint, for certain. Bring it to the party, bring it to the top, bring it to the party. Never gonna stop.
Enjoy, unwind, connect. with Spectrum TV On Demand. From the latest hit movies you've been waiting to watch to your favorite comfort shows and more, all available instantly for you to stream. Create the all-around entertainment experience you've always wanted with Spectrum TV On Demand. Browse over 80,000 on-demand titles today.
Just one kiss.
With Reynolds Wrap, cooking becomes so easy, you can feel like the chef of your kitchen. Easy prep, easy cook, easy clean. Reynolds Wrap.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert, doing everything while you do your thing. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax.
We certainly hope you're enjoying the spring training game telecast presented by Best Western. Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
New pitcher for San Francisco, bottom of the third. Angels set to bat, up 4-0. New pitcher is right-hander Carson Seymour. And the first pitch on its way, that one misses to Yoan Moncada, the Angels' third baseman, who walked his first time up. Here's the next pitch, and he was checking on that one. That one caught the outside part of the plate. So Seymour replacing their starter Mason Black, who gave up 4 hits and 4 runs in just an inning and a third. And here's the next pitch. That one misses for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. A couple strikeouts along the way for Black, their starter. Hit a batter, gave up the home run, walked a couple. And there's one that's lying foul down the right side, back to the seats and out of play.
So we'll try to do the IT
After Moncada, Shotwell and Adele will follow for the Angels, who have the early 4-0 lead. And the next pitch, that one is low. Nice to see the pitching factoring into the early going for the Angels. Mentioned they've retired all 9 Giant batters. The Angels had some struggles on the mound the first 2 games here in the Cactus League, and there's a pitch taken for a called third strike, and out looking is Moncada. Let's pause for station identification on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Nolan Shotwell is the batter for the Angels. First pitch, he takes that one a little bit low inside. Carson Seymour, a non-roster invitee for the Giants this spring on a minor league deal. Pitcher they acquired a few years ago from the Mets. And there's a pitch that's in there for a called strike. He was a starter last year in AAA, 7-10 record, 4.82 earned run average. And here's the next pitch. Ball bounced foul over on the first base side. So Shotwell has the count 1-2. Nolan Shotwell, a little bit stronger this season, put on some weight, hoping to add power to that bat. And there's a pitch that bounced in, and he was able to get away from that one. Count even. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch, and he chased that one and missed it. That pitch was low and inside, so a pair of strikeouts for Seymour. Joe Adele will be the next batter. This bottom of the third inning with the Angels up 4-0. It's being presented today by OG's Pizza. Joe Adele, the hitter, he's popped out to second base. His only time up. Ball that wisely went back and made the catch on in shallow right center. First pitch fastball, that's right in there for a called strike from Carson Seymour. The Giants a year ago, they finished a couple games under the 500 mark, and they've actually had non-winning seasons 7 of the last 8 years. Of course, they had that run where they were winning World Series in the even number of years for a while. They won in 2010 against the Rangers, won the World Series in 2012 against the Tigers, won the World Series against the Royals in 2014, but things have kind of calmed down a little bit for them as far as winning seasons. They didn't do a whole lot of roster things this past offseason, but the big acquisition certainly was Willie Adames, who they signed to be their new shortstop. They have had some changes as far as their front office. Buster Posey is in his first year as their general manager. Here's the pitch. Little tapper hit on the left side of the infield, fielded by Lamb, the third baseman, and he will throw out Adele, and that's how the inning went. Angels go down 1-2-3 in the third.
What are we doing today, Coach?
So, today we're going to work on our checking on... Oh.
Sorry, I heard checking.
A bit of a misunderstanding.
I meant checking on how we could help save our customers money on their car insurance.
And whether they need car, home, boat, or pet coverage.
Precisely. Now, let's go again. Susan?
Always wanted to do that.
My turn.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Best day of training so far.
How's your elbow?
It's killing me.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, serves up the delicious Big Smasher Burger, piled up high with nearly half a pound of beef. Or you can settle for just some other burger at a drive-thru. Anyway, gonna need some room, because the 3 for Me still fills up the table with the bottomless drink, all the famous Chili's chips and salsa you can eat, and is still the best deal around at just $10.99. See you later, tiny drive-thru burger. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Why pay too much for cable TV when it costs less for Fubo? Get all the channels you want with all the entertainment you love for the price that cable can't beat. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Nobody likes a cracked windshield. But at least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule a fix in minutes. Go to SafeLight.com and schedule a replacement today.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Goodbye offseason. Hello baseball. Go around the horn to each team's training camps on MLB Tonight's 30 clubs in 15 days.
Let's do it.
MLB Tonight's 30 clubs in 15 days begins Wednesday only on MLB Network.
Back out for a second inning is Jose Suarez, and the pitch in there on Grant McCray. Mike Trout and Taylor Ward have left the game, so their day is over. Gustavo Campero is playing right field. Matthew Lugo takes over for Ward in left. And there's a pitch cut on foul back on the left side out of play. Also leaving the ball game, Yohan Moncada, the Angels third baseman today. And J.D. Davis has taken over for him over at third. Counts no balls and 2 strikes after the pitch was fouled back out of play. Suarez ready. Here's the next one, and he got him swinging. Elevated pitch, struck out the leadoff batter. McCray, 1 gone, and Marco Luciano will be the next batter. Fans, don't forget, experience Angels baseball with the Friends and Family Fun Pack. For only $44, get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 soft drinks. Call 714-4ANGELS or visit angels.com/funpack. It's 10 Giant batters in a row retired in this game. And the first pitch here on Luciano, he takes that one for a ball. Suarez set, and here's the pitch. That's a fastball, a little bit outside. Suarez, a pitcher who was designated for assignment by the Angels back in June of last season, wasn't claimed by anyone, went back to AAA Salt Lake, worked his way back up with the Angels last year. There's one that's fouled off on the right side, backing out of play. But it was a wake-up call for Suarez, who When you look at his numbers a year ago, they were not good. 1-2 record, ERA 6.02, but he did pitch better after he was recalled from getting sent down to the minors. Here's the pitch. And boy, that was not a good swing at all there by Luciano. Got kind of caught up whether to go after it or hold up. Went around, and he's down with 2 strikes on him here. The count's 2-2. Suarez appears to be in a little better shape this spring for the Angels. Next delivery, that's lifted high in the air. That ball's hit well out into center field. Adele's going back, and that ball is gone off the batter's eye in center field. That came on a 2-strike pitch there. Luciano, who did not have any homers last year for the Giants, the 27 games he was with them, no doubter there. It's the first hit and first run of the game for San Francisco. It's a 4-1 Angels lead. So the next batter is Mike Yastrzemski. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch. That's low and outside. Each team with a home run now in this ball game. Here's the pitch. And that's low. It misses. 2 balls and no strikes. Yastrzemski struck out swinging his first time up. That was against the starter Kyle Hendricks, who did a real nice job for the Angels today. Next one from Suarez, and that's in there for a called strike on Yastrzemski. Mike Yastrzemski now 34 years old. Giants right fielder. Voided arbitration in the offseason. And there's a pitch that was inside, moves him off the plate. Yastrzemski in the past has certainly hit a lot better against right-handers than lefties. He's a left-handed batter. Swings at the next pitch and pops it up right side of the infield. Fair ground on the infield grass, headed towards the mound. Making the catch on that one is Nolan Shotwell. That's the second out. Easy play. And Gerard Encarnacion will be the next batter. And the Angels step up in the bottom of the 4th, up 4-1. Halos will have more Newman and Campero slated to go. Here's Suarez pitch. That's lined into left center. It's going to fall in for a hit. Adele has to get that ball off. He does, and does a good job to get it back to the infield quickly. So he holds Encarnacion to a 2-out single. Adele had to go to his right to cut that ball off, and he was able to do it. And Joe Adele has a strong arm. Got that ball back to the infield quickly. Did everything right on that play. Batter now with 2 outs is Patrick Bailey. Switch hitter will bat from the right side against Suarez. Here's the pitch. Chase and a miss. Off-speed pitch. And the count's 0-1. Last season spent some time on the injured list for the Giants. It was back in May. He was under the concussion protocol, and he dealt with some blurred vision for a while last season. He ended up missing a total of 41 games last year. Pickoff toss over to first, threw a little bit high, but Shotwell, big guy with a good wingspan, was able to catch that one, and I think they've called a balk on that pickoff toss. They have. So that will allow Encarnacion, who really isn't a big base runner, to move up to second base. at second now. 2 outs, and here's the pitch from Suarez. That is a good breaking pitch there, chased and missed. Count on Bailey, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Infield back, Moore, the second baseman, shaded towards the bag. Next delivery, that's fouled back behind home. So we'll do it again. The count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. When the Angels are on the road tomorrow at the Peoria Sports Complex, they'll be taking on the Padres. The Mariners also play games at that same facility. Jose Soriano will pitch in that game against San Diego tomorrow. We're still not sure who the Padres will be throwing in that game. Here's the pitch, fouled off to our right, back up near the press box level, out of play. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes as Bailey, the switch hitter, hangs tough with a couple strikes on him. He's already had a home run so far this spring. Here's the 2-strike pitch, and that breaking ball misses low. Good stop on that one by the Angels catcher Travis d'Arnaud. Counts even at 2 as Suarez throws, and that was framed there by d'Arnaud, just a little bit outside. So full count. This 4th inning, probably it for Suarez if he gets through it in the pitch. A bouncer that hit off his glove, slows it down more. The second baseman scoops it up, and they'll get the throw in time, and that's how the inning will end. That play will go 1-4-3.
How are folks 60 and older having fun these days?
Family cookouts.
Playing games. Dancing in the park.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, serves up bottomless chips and salsa, a drink, and the delicious Big Smasher Burger with twice the beef of a Big Mac. Maybe they should change that name. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
The dentist will be right in.
Hey, I heard you're retiring soon. You excited?
Yeah, Doc, but there's so much to consider. Medicare, finances. Oh, and I lose my dental insurance.
You can get your own from Physicians Mutual. Easiest decision ever. It's real dental insurance that's real affordable. Well, I think my work here is done.
Wait, what?
Hey, I heard you're retiring soon. You excited?
Get the Premier Dental Plan from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company, one of the easiest retirement decisions you can make. For a free information kit, call now. It helps cover over 400 procedures. Everything from cleanings and fillings to crowns and dentures. See any dentist you want with no deductibles and no annual maximum.
Well, I think my work here is done.
Wait, what?
The Premier Plan from Physicians Mutual. Call or visit sendinfokit.com for all the details.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
First batter up for the Angels, going after the first pitch and lining one into left field is Christian Moore. So that's his first hit today. Leadoff single from the 8-hole hitter. Kevin Newman will be the next batter. So the Angels batting here in the bottom of inning number 4 have the 4-1 lead. And here's the pitch. This is popped in the air down the right field side towards the line. It's going to drop foul, but out of the reach of Yastrzemski, who's in pursuit. Newman singled, stole a base, and scored a run for the Angels. That was back in the 4th inning. Boy, gotta like what you've seen so far. It's still so early in spring. We're in the first week of games, and this is only the Angels' third game. But Christian Moore, he is getting on base. He's playing like he's played a lot of professional baseball, and he really hasn't played very much at all, let alone never playing yet in the major leagues. But he's trying to open up some eyes, and he's not hurting his cause by any stretch so far here in the first week of games in the Cactus League. Played only 25 games in the minors after the Angels drafted him out of the University of Tennessee last July. He had 61 homers in 3 years for the Tennessee Volunteers. He had 338 for them. Took them to the College World Series last year. And he's playing like he belongs. And there he goes. He's on the move. Pitch lifted in the air down the right field side. Foul. Chasing is Yastrzemski. And that one is out of his reach down that right side. Moore was on the move. He goes back to first base. Counts 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yastrzemski's getting a workout here in this inning in right field. He's had to chase a few in foul ground that have ended up being out of his reach. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. See if Moore's on the move. He's not. And there's a wild pitch. It sails all the way back to the backstop. So Moore will move up to second on the wild pitch. That was way out of the reach of the catcher, Sam Huff. So the count level, it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Base hit here could mean a run. And pitch. There's a grounder to second. That'll get the runner over to third. And the throw by Wisely over to first base, and plenty of time to get Newman. But that's a productive out. He'll head back to that dugout and get some high fives from some of his teammates. And that's exactly what's happening as he's walking through that dugout right now. So runner at third with 1 away. And here is Gustavo Campero batting for the first time in the ball game. He's taking over the leadoff spot. Mike Trout was there today. Trout in his first spring game was 0 for 1 with a walk, and he scored a run. And the first pitch on Campero, the switch hitter batting left, that's in there for a called strike.
99.
Outfield shading Campero the opposite way. He will hit you the left center area when he's batting left-handed, the switch hitter. Pitch evens up the count. It's now 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, Andrew, I'm not hearing the breakup. Just on your end.
Darno waits on deck. The pitch, and that one is hit foul on the left side. That's going to push back and out of play.
Saying that 2 games, 99, 1 Flores.
1 ball and 2 strikes on Campero.
And the microphone break we're talking about, is that on your end?
He's a little guy, kind of a spark plug type player, plays with a lot of energy. Was a catcher at one time. He was in the Yankees organization for a few years. He awaits the next pitch from Seymour. And here it comes. That's way high. The catcher Huff had to stand up to catch that one. Angels got Campero from the Yankees. That was a few years ago. He was a AAA Rule 5 draftee. And that was back in the COVID year, 2020. Just 5'6", and he takes that one outside. Campero on the Angels' 40-man roster. Trying to win a spot on the Angels' opening day roster as a reserve outfielder. Next pitch. Swings and fouls that one back behind the plate. He's a guy, height-wise, kind of reminds you of Jose Altuve, who the Astros now are working out a lot this spring in left field. Altuve might not be their second baseman anymore. Here's the pitch. That's a liner into left. That's going to drop in for a base hit. And coming in and scoring from third is Christian Moore. That was a quality at bat right there by Campero. He hit the ball just where we were telling you he likes to hit it, out to left center, and he dropped that one in, a low line drive single. The Angels add on, and now it's a 5-1 lead.
Juan Flores. 99 Juan Flores.
So the Angels are going to have a pinch hitter step up. And here's the first pitch, and there's a chase and a miss. 0-1 is the count. Juan Flores is the batter for the Angels. He is a catcher, so he's going to likely stay in the game for Darno. And there's a pitch that he swings and misses, and the count goes to 0 balls and 2 strikes. Flores last season played in high A ball for the Angels, also in lower A, and hit .254. Here's the next pitch. He takes that a little bit inside. Flores, young player out of Venezuela, good catch and throw guy, and he's in camp as a non-roster invitee. The Angels have some pretty good young catchers in the system now, and Flores is certainly regarded as one of them. Counts 1 ball, 2 strikes on him. Ready is Seymour. And runner goes. Pitch taken. Throw is late. That's going to be a stolen base for Campero. So he is in scoring position at second base. Counts even. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch, that's a ground ball hit on the right side. That's going to advance the base runner, and the throw to first base by Wisely, the second baseman, in time. So Flores is retired. Flores, who just grounded out one of the teenagers in the Angels camp, only 19 years old. Saw him in camp last year when he was 18. And the batter now for the Angels is Lugo, and he bounces one on the left side, and it's through. It's going to be another RBI hit. Lugo, first ball swinging, singles in the runner Campero from third, and the Angels add on in this ball game. It's now 6-1. Pair of runs in this inning. And boy, the players who came in to take over for Trout and Ward certainly factoring in this inning, their first at bat. Campero and Lugo. There's a pitch a little bit low. Batter now is Jorge Soler, who's had a 3-run homer and a strikeout so far today. Here's the pitch, and that's grounded sharply out of the reach of the diving third baseman Lamb. That's another hit on that left side. Ball bouncing out to Luciano. The left fielder fires it back in. Angels in this inning now had 4 hits. They've all been singles. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. And stepping up to the plate now will be J.D. Davis. So now a veteran player in Davis stepping up. Signed a minor league deal with the Angels. Was with the A's and the Yankees for some time last season. He's played for a lot of clubs in his major league career. Swings at this one, lifts it high in the air. It's carrying deep out into right field. Yastrzemski is there and on the track, makes the catch in front of the wall, and that's how the inning will end.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, serves up bottomless chips and salsa, a drink, and the delicious Big Smasher Burger with twice the beef of a Big Mac. Maybe they should change that name. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Explore hand-picked hotels through the edit. And unlock upgraded stays with Chase Sapphire Reserve. Make more of what's yours.
Did you just pay with PayPal?
Yes, it keeps my info safe, even at this shady lemonade stand.
What are you calling shady, mister?
Oh, like this is fresh squeeze. Give me a break, Logan. I want to pay with you everywhere. Don't just pay. PayPal.
A real meal deserves a real dessert, like the DQ $7 meal deal. With a cheeseburger or 3-piece chicken strips, full-size fries, a drink, and a sundae. You get an honest-to-goodness full meal, all for just $7 at DQ.
Scout is protected by Simparica Trio, and he's in it to win it. Simparica Trio is the first chew with triple protection. Oh, fleas and ticks. Intestinal worms! Whoa, heartworm disease! No problem with Simparica Trio. This drug class has been associated with neurologic adverse reactions, including seizures. Used with caution in dogs with a history of these disorders. For winning protection, go with Simparica Trio. Scout is protected by Simparica Trio, and he's in it to win it. Simparica Trio is the first chew with triple protection. Oh, fleas and ticks. Intestinal worms! Whoa, heartworm disease! No problem with Simparica Trio. This drug class has been associated with neurologic adverse reactions, including seizures. Used with caution in dogs with a history of these disorders. For winning protection, go with Simparica Trio.
We certainly hope you're enjoying the spring training game telecast presented by Best Western. Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in action.
So we get set for the bottom of the 5th inning. Nico Cavadas, who came in defensively in the top of the inning, batting for Nolan Shonowell. First time up for Cavadas today, and he checks the swing on that one, and the pitch a ball that counts 1 ball, no strikes. There's a few changes here for the Giants. And they have a new pitcher, Trevor McDonald, and he's throwing to new catcher who's in the ball game, Adrian Sugasti. Next pitch, and that one evens up the count. Cavadas awaits the next delivery, and ready to come in is McDonald. Here's his pitch, and that one misses for a ball. So McDonald taking over for Carson Seymour. He went 2 innings for the Giants, allowed 4 hits, couple runs. Along the way, he didn't walk any, struck out 2 and threw a wild pitch. And here's the next one, sharply hit, and it handcuffs the second baseman and goes through into right field. So Cavadas is on, and we'll see how they end up scoring that one. It's going to be an error on the new second baseman. So that is Averson Arteaga, who's out there at second base for them. And he was tested right away and did not pass the test. And here's a pitch that's low, and it skips past the catcher Sugasti, and that's going to allow the base runner Cavadas to move up to second base. Going to be scored a wild pitch. Joe Adell is the batter. This will probably be his last at bat today. We'll see. He's already had 2 at bats, 0 for 2. And there's a pitch that's in there for a called strike. One ball, 1 strike on Adell. And the next pitch hits this one hard, but right out the center, and they're waiting, making the catch on that one is McRae, the center fielder. Adell hit that ball hard, couldn't have really hit it any harder, but he's retired. That's the first out. Scott Kingery will be the next batter for the Angels. There is a new third baseman in the game for San Francisco, and that is Cole Foster. Takes over for Jake Lamb. So those are the changes for the Giants here. The pitch in there for a called strike on Kingery. He took over for Christian Moore, who was 1 for 2 today, scored a run.
Warming Angels bullpen number 81, Ryan Johnson. 81 Johnson warming up for the Angels bullpen.
The Angels have some action in the bullpen right now. And here's the pitch.
Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson is the pitcher who's warming up for the Angels, so he's probably going to take over for Krause when we get to the 6th inning. The Angels batting here, bottom of the 5th, and up on the Giants 6-1. Angels about hit them 8 hits to 2. There's a check swing by Kingery. Did he go after that one? And they say he did on the appeal. So the count's 1 ball, 2 strikes. This bottom of the 5th inning, it's being sponsored today by Taco Bell. It's been all Angels today. Halos scored 3. And lead right now by 4. This bottom of the 5th inning, sponsored today by Del Taco. Two balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball hit on the left side off the glove of the diving shortstop Basabe, and getting a late start, getting to 3rd and just getting in there safely for the Angels is Cavadas. Base hit for Kingery. That ball was hit in front of Cavadas, the runner at 2nd, and he wasn't sure if that ball was going to clear that left side of the infield, so he didn't get much of a break at all to 3rd, and then had to really hustle to get there, and was able to get there safely. So runners at the corners, 1 out. And the batter now for the Angels, the new shortstop, David Mershon, lefty batter. And the first pitch, that one is there on him for a called strike. Mershon was in Double-A last year, and he also spent some time last season in the Arizona Fall League this past fall. He was drafted by the Angels last July, 18th round pick, and started things off in Double-A and hit .254. Was with some of the Angel prospects in that Arizona Fall League as well this past fall. There's a toss over to first. Diving back to the bag goes the base runner there, Kingery. Infield is playing it at double play depth. Angels trying to add on, and there goes the runner at first. Ball bounced by the mound right to the second base bag. Putting his foot on the bag late is the shortstop. Throw to first is in time. Runner breaks and scores from 3rd base, Cavadas, and the Angels get a run right there. That was close, nearly a double play, which would have ended the inning and kept that run off the board. But even though the ball was hit so closely to second base, Basabe, who stopped it, the shortstop, he was right next to the bag, but he reached his foot down too late, and a good job by Kingery, who was on the move on that pitch there, able to get there safely and prevent the double play, and allows the Angels to add on a run at 7-1. It'll be a fielder's choice. RBI for Mershon. And here's the pitch. And that one is a pitch that misses on Campero. Play that gets Mershon will end up going down 6-3, even though Basabe tried to get the first out there at second base, but unable to get that foot down in time. 2 balls and 1 strike on Campero. He's had an RBI hit so far in this ball game. McDonald is set, and the next pitch. And that one is chopped foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trevor McDonald spent a very brief time with the Giants last year. He got into 1 game for San Francisco and threw 3 scoreless innings. Here's the pitch. That's inside. It misses for a ball. McDonald, a former 11th round pick of San Francisco back in 2019. Next delivery, ground ball hit right to the first baseman. It's fielded there by Encarnacion. He gets to the bag in time, and the inning will end on the unassisted play.
Dreams begin here. Welcome to the Good Night Club.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, is still available with the Big Smasher Burger, and it's still just $10.99. So if it's all this or a drive-through, come on, it ain't rocket surgery, it's Chili's. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
With wet AMD, I worry I'm losing sight of the world around me. But now, I can open up my world with Vabysmo. Vabysmo is the first FDA-approved treatment for people with wet AMD that improves vision and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments. So I can do more of what I love. Vabysmo works differently.
It's the only treatment thought to block 2 causes of wet AMD.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or are allergic to it. Vabysmo could cause eye infection, retinal detachment, temporary increase in eye pressure, an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke, or severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye. Report changes to vision or eye pain to your retina specialist right away.
Open up your world with Vabysmo.
The #1 prescribed treatment for wet AMD. Ask a retina specialist about Vabysmo.
Since its inception, the Boys and Girls Clubs have been more than a fun place for kids to go after school. For some, it's been a second home, where they can learn, play, and grow. Thanks to the partnership between Major League Baseball and Boys and Girls Clubs, children of all backgrounds have access to safe spaces. All right, let's go take a selfie. MLB Together and the Boys and Girls Clubs of America, empowering children and building futures. Bring it in.
Download the MLB app, then watch MLB Network all day.
He's had 1 at bat today, popped out to second. Now the first pitch to him is taking it for ball 1. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Next delivery, a bouncer hit on 1 hop, fielded by the third baseman, and the throw by J.D. Davis is in time to get Basabe. So he's set down quickly. 1 up, 1 down. Grant McCray will be the next batter. Ryan Johnson, who is on the mound for the Angels, was the Angels' 2nd round pick last July in the amateur draft, and he did not end up pitching at all in the minor leagues after the Angels signed him in that draft. So he's ready to go here. That's kind of a funky short arm delivery. And there's a pitch that misses a little bit low. He'll throw a fastball. Top out around 95. Good slider. He has a cutter, curve, and changeup that he'll use. He's set. Here's the pitch. And that's on the outside part of the plate. That's a called strike. So last half inning, the Giants face Krause, who doesn't have a real traditional delivery, and Johnson He has that short arm delivery out there. Tough to find the baseball at times. Against him, it'll jump on you a little bit. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count. Next delivery, and that one misses for ball 3. So we'll see what gives on the payoff, and just getting a piece of that one, fouling that ball off is McRae. Johnson ready to come in. We'll see what happens on another payoff, and that's grounded foul over on the right side. Angels have led this game since the first inning when the Halos had a 3-run homer from Jorge Soler. Here's the next delivery, and there's a swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes McRae. Good pitch right there. The Angels pitchers racking up strikeouts here in this ball game. That's 9 already, and now 2 are gone in the inning. Luciano will be the batter. Swings at the first pitch, fouls that one off. Ryan Johnson pitched collegiately at Dallas Baptist University. And there's a pitch on the outside part of the plate. That's a called strike. He's ready to go. Here's the next one, and it's grounded right to first. Fielded by Cavadas. He'll solo to the bag, and a nice job by Johnson as he wears that Angel uniform for the very first time as a 1-2-3 inning.
So why can't we say we're the best home shopping site?
Because while true, you just can't say that legally.
So I can't say Homes.com is the best?
No.
What if we jumbled up the words?
Homes best is com.the.
No.
What if we said it in Spanish?
Homes.com es el mejor.
No.
What if we whispered it?
Homes.com is the best.
No.
Fine. What if he said it?
Homes.com. It's the best.
Mr. Freeman, I'm sorry, but we can't say that.
Say what?
Homes.com is the best.
Aha!
Homes.com.
It's the best.
The 3 for Me only at Chili's is still available with the Big Smasher Burger and is still just $10.99. So if it's all this or a drive-through, come on, it ain't rocket surgery, it's Chili's. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Hey, should I convert my IRA to a Roth?
You're asking the wrong guy.
You should ask around online. That's what I do.
You know, financial advice should come from a vetted fiduciary financial advisor who understands your personal financial needs.
Makes sense.
Take the free advisor match quiz on smartasset.com to find one who can answer your questions and help you achieve your retirement goals.
No, push it.
That's one intelligent donkey.
You mean a smart ass?
Get started now at smartasset.com.
You're feeding my grand dog Blue, right?
Purina 1.
The Blue's got deboned chicken, chicken meal, brown rice, oatmeal, barley.
Purina 1 has chicken, rice flour, corn gluten meal, whole grain corn, chicken byproduct meal.
Let's switch to Blue.
A trip to the 2026 World Baseball Classic is on the line when the second and third place teams from the WBC qualifiers in Taiwan square off in a winner-take-all matchup. Tuesday at 6 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
We certainly hope you're enjoying this spring training game telecast presented by Best Western. Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Figures to be his last time up today. He's getting ready for his third at-bat. They changed out their other 2 outfielders, so probably be it for Yastrzemski. Darrell Hicks is ready, and the first pitch, that one misses a little bit low for a ball.
After this batter,
Here's the right-hander's pitch, and that one misses low. Michael Darrell Hicks, kind of an interesting guy. He's a big guy. He goes about 6'5". He was undrafted, and then the Angels signed him back in July of 2022. And he had a very nice year in the Angels organization last year. There's a swing and a miss by Yastrzemski. It's 2 balls and a strike. He's a guy that will strike out hitters between AAA and AA last year. He did some closing. 6-4 record, 2.60 ERA. He had 8 saves. Here's one that's fouled back, not far at all from our booth here, backing out of play. First time we've seen Hicks on the mound, non-roster invitee. Angels have had good pitching in this ball game, surrendering just the 1 run. Here's the next delivery. It's fouled back behind the plate. Ryan Johnson, who Michael Darrell Hicks replaces. Johnson did a nice job for the Angels, retired 3 in a row, the strikeout. And Darrell Hicks hoping to do more of the same. Here's the pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. Good start for Michael Darrell Hicks. A strikeout on Yastrzemski, and that is out number 1. Fans, don't forget to join us for every Angels home game in the 2025 season by placing your season seat deposit today. Visit angels.com/season seats or call 714-4ANGELS. Right-hander against right-hander. Here's the pitch. And that one, a check swing, and it's in there for a strike. This is Jacob Christian batting, and this is his first time up. Took over at first base for San Francisco. Next delivery in there for strike 2.
Paid attendance, 4,467.
No balls and 2 strikes is the count.
4,167.
Today's attendance here in Tempe, 4,167, and there's an 0-2 pitch, and out looking is Christian, and back-to-back strikeouts for Michael Darrell Hicks.
Within 5. Within 5. No issue.
So here's Patrick Bailey. He's in their DH today, and he bounces one out near second. It's stopped by the shortstop, Mershon. He will throw out Bailey in a quick 1-2-3 inning. The side retired in a row by Michael Darrell Hicks. Nice job by the right-hander.
Did you just pay with PayPal?
Yes, it keeps my info safe, even at this shady lemonade stand.
What are you calling shady, mister?
Oh, like this is fresh squeeze. Give me a break, Logan. I will pay with you everywhere. Don't just pay. PayPal.
Guys, got hair loss? I know what you're thinking. Should I shave my head? Comb it over? Wear a hat? Just stop. This isn't 1970. Keep your hair and your confidence because Bosley, America's #1 hair restoration experts, can give you your real hair back permanently. Check them out because they're giving away an absolutely free information kit and a free gift card to everyone who scans this QR code. Dude, you don't have to look like your dad because this isn't your dad's hair loss treatment. People all over the country trust Bosley because they're ahead of the curve. They use the latest technology to give you your real hair back. And the best part, Bosley's permanent solution is protected by the Bosley Guarantee. Let them show you for free how awesome your hair could look with an absolutely free information kit and a gift card for $250 off. Scan the QR code. Don't wait. Scan the code now and ask about the Bosley Guarantee.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, is still available with the Big Smasher Burger, and it's still just $10.99. So if it's all this or drive-through, come on, it ain't rocket surgery, it's Chili's. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
How are folks 60 and older having fun these days?
Family cookouts.
Playing games.
Dancing in the park.
We certainly hope you're enjoying this spring training game telecast presented by Best Western. Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Angels have a new pitcher on the mound. His name is Jose Fermin. And his first pitch today, that one is a little bit outside for a ball. Fermin is 23 years old, 6'3", 248-pounder. And here's his next pitch, and that's on the outside corner, called strike. He is a strikeout pitcher. Pitched in Double-A, High-A, and A-ball last year. 39 games, did some closing at 7 saves, 6-6 record, 3.15 ERA. And here's his next pitch, and there's one chopped to third. Nice stop there by the third baseman Davis, and the throw in time. And retired is Sugasti for out number 1. So 1 away. And the next batter stepping up to the plate will be Cole Foster. This is going to be his first time up. Fermin, who is pitching, kind of a feel-good story, as that one is in there for a called strike. The Angels signed him out of the Dominican in October of 2023 when he was 22 years old. And here's the pitch. That's a chase and a miss. And so the count quickly jumps to no balls and 2 strikes. A lot of times, if you're not signed by a major league club out of the Dominican when you're in your late teens, even early teens for some players, and there's a swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Foster. Very impressive strikeout there for Fermin. That's his second out. And now stepping up to the plate will be Adrian Arteaga. Is batting for the first time in the ball game. Their second baseman. But Fermin was in the Dominican trying to open up some eyes, and finally the Angels took a flyer on him when they signed him at age 22. And you don't see that happen that often. Not for some of those players out of the Dominican. And here's a routine ground ball hit right to Kingery, and he will throw out Arteaga in a very strong, impressive inning for Fermin. So that'll do it.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, serves up bottomless chips and salsa, a drink, and the delicious Big Smasher Burger with twice the beef of a Big Mac. Maybe they should change that name. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Explore hand-picked hotels through The Edit and unlock upgraded stays with Chase Sapphire Reserve. Make more of what's yours.
Liberty. Liberty Mutual is all she talks about since we saved hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance. Liberty.
Hey, kid. It's pronounced Bibberty.
Liberty.
Bibberty.
Liberty.
Bibberty.
Liberty.
Bibberty.
Liberty.
Now she's mocking me. Very mature.
Hey, that's a nephew, too.
Hey, I'm not the one acting like a total baby.
She's 2.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty. Liberty.
Hey, pal. Ready for bed?
Hey, Dad. Do we really have the fastest internet speeds?
Yeah, with Spectrum, absolutely.
Oh, that's cool. Can I use that to research volcanoes super fast?
Of course.
Can I learn to make a diorama super fast?
Yeah, you can do that too.
How fast exactly?
The absolute fast. When's your project due?
Tomorrow morning.
How much have you done? Okay. I'll get the glue.
The fastest internet whenever you need it. From Spectrum.
OCD is more than what you see on TV and in the movies. It comes with unrelenting, intrusive images, thoughts, and urges. If you have OCD and need help, you can get better with specialized treatment. Go to nocd.com to learn more.
If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with no deductible. To get the coverage you need, call the number on the screen now.
There's a new pitcher in the ballgame for the Giants. His name is Helcris Olivares. And the first batter for the Angels, Gustavo Campero, the switch hitter batting right against the lefty, and the pitch it's right in there for a called strike. So Olivares comes in, takes over for Raymond Burgos, who had a scoreless inning against the Angels last inning. And here's the next pitch. That's a pitch a little bit low. It misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Campero took over for Mike Trout, has had a couple of bats and an RBI in his 2 times up. Stolen a base, scored a run as well, and takes that pitch inside. And the count now 2 balls, 1 strike. Not much of a breeze, but a very pleasant day today here at the ballpark. And here's the next delivery. That one is fouled off over on the right side. Two and two is the count. And here's the next pitch. That is low and away. So the count is full. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. After Campero, Flores waiting on deck, and then Lugo. So it's the top of the order for the Angels, but again, all reserve players in the ball game for both teams. Grounder hit right to second. Arteaga has it, and he will throw out Campero, and that'll be the first out. So 4-3 on the ground out on Flores, who's done a lot of catching for the Angels today, getting ready for his 3rd at bat. He's gone 1 for 2 in the ball game. As Olivares is ready to come in. And here's his first pitch, and that one a chase and a miss. He kind of slings the ball, the left-hander out there pitching for the San Francisco Giants. Hides the ball and delivers. There's one that's fouled off on the right side, backing out of play. Well, as we are here in the bottom of the 8th inning, we want to welcome in Roger Lodge, who is on site with us here at Tempe Diablo Stadium. He'll have the Sports Lodge coming up after the ball game on our flagship station, Angels Radio AM 830. And Roger, good to see you here in Tempe. They warned me you were coming, and here you are.
I knew you probably did need that warning, but I got it. Here's the pitch there. You go ahead and take it, Terry.
That one's a little bit outside. It misses for a ball, so it's 1-2.
But it's so great to be here and going to be, the Sports Lodge following on Angels Radio. Walked around the backfields today. So impressive what's going on here and the feeling here in camp.
And here's the next delivery, and that's a chase and a miss. And down on strikes goes Flores. So that's the 2nd out in the inning. So you had a chance to see the Angels renovated player development center, and did you get to walk through the tour?
I got the tour, and I was down there with your buddy Mark Langston, and Artie Moreno was showing us around. It was absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, they really did a nice job. State-of-the-art facility down there now, and I know the players really appreciate it. I've heard from a number of them how impressed they were when they arrived in Tempe. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the next pitch, and that one's fouled off on the right side, off the bat of Lugo. Now, we want our listeners to know tomorrow you're going to be pinch hitting for me on the ball game from Peoria between the Angels and the Padres. You and Bobby Valentine are going to go together, so we wish you the best of luck there tomorrow, and enjoy the experience.
It's going to be a lot of fun. You talk about pressure, filling in for you, Terry, but tomorrow the debut of Angels baseball, me and Bobby V.
Right, yeah. Here's the next pitch, and that one's fouled off, backing out of play.
And I'll tell you, Terry, the most impressive thing I think I've seen all day is walking around those backfields, watching Taylor Ward this morning work on hitting the ball the other way. And when he's going great, he's hitting the ball the other way. What does he do today in the game? Comes up, doubles to right, taking what he learned this morning out here into the game. Really cool.
Yep. There's a pitch taken for a ball, and the count runs full. It's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Matthew Lugo at the plate. Don't be confused by that scoreboard sometimes. I warned you earlier today.
Yes, you did.
And here's the pitch on the outside corner, and out looking is Lugo, and that will end the inning. So we'll head to the ninth.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. But at least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Sweet.
SafeLight can come to you for free. And our highly trained techs can replace your windshield right at your home.
Safe Light, Safe Light.
Don't wait. Go to SafeLight.com and schedule now.
Safe Light repair, Safe Light replace.
So we're down 34-0. Winning will be tough. That's why I brought in the ease specialist.
Right. Geico makes car insurance easy. With the Geico app, you can check your policy on the go and get access to 24/7 claim support.
Yeah! Let's make this easy!
You know, that felt a lot closer.
For car insurance made easy, get more with Geico.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, is still available with the Big Smasher Burger, and is still just $10.99. So if it's all this or a drive-through, come on, it ain't rocket surgery, it's Chili's. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Mopping is hard work, but I thought it was the only way I can get my floors truly clean. And then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop and realized I can get cleaner floors without the extra work. It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact, and the pad's hundreds of strips scrub away sticky messes even from grout lines. Okay, Power Mop. Plus, its 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. So ditch the bucket and all the hard work that comes along with it with the Swiffer Power Mop.
From oh, baby, to oh, baby. So many ways to save. Life ready, wallet happy. That's 365 by Whole Foods Market.
Keep up with every team on MLB Network. Just download the MLB app, then watch MLB Network all day.
Chris Cortez, the new pitcher. Alberto Rios is the new catcher. And the first pitch on its way. That one is right in there for a called strike. Cortez is a pitcher the Angels drafted last season. And there's a pitch that misses a little bit low for a ball. And he throws hard, Roger. I know you've been anxious to see him. He will hit triple digits with his fastball. Here's the next delivery.
Yeah, they say he has quite the power sinker himself, a la Jack Kahanowitz, Terry.
Yep. He was a second-round pick of the Angels last July. He's a good sweeper, a changeup. And here's the next delivery, and that pitch misses inside. At the plate for the Giants is Christian Koss.
You know you're doing something right when batters hit 187 off of Cortez's last year at Texas A&M.
And there's a pitch he misses. It's a guy, after the Angels drafted him, he did not play any minor league baseball last year. Had some control issues in college and walks the first batter he faces here. And again, first time he's ever pitched in an Angel uniform.
Got to have the butterflies at this point, no question.
Here's the pitch. That's smacked on the third base side. It's a fair ball. It's going to roll all the way down the left side. Just getting to it is Lugo. They're going to have runners at second and third on the double. So Dakota Jordan with the double. That's his first time up today. Giants have something brewing here. Runners at second and third with no outs.
And Terry, I don't know if I'm sure you've noticed this, but my goodness, it just seems to be a whole different look with, Nolan Schanuel's put on 15 pounds. Jorge Soler that's a big man in the middle of the Angel order. There's just a difference in even body types this year. It's amazing.
Yep. There's a pitch a little bit low. At the plate now for the Giants is Scott Bandura. And so far in this ball game, he's played some left field. He's batting for the first time. Takes that pitch for a called strike. Cortez in a little bit of trouble here in his first inning this spring. Delivers that one in there for a called strike.
And Terry, just so everybody knows, after Mike Trout left the game today, I went down in the clubhouse. We had a nice long chat. Feels really, really good. Can't wait to get this thing going for real.
There's a pitch low. Yeah, it was super to see him on the field.
It was
today.
And we're talking about, you know, 3-time MVP, 11-time All-Star. He steps up to the plate today in the spring training game. First time back, a little butterflies to welcome him back.
There's one that's fouled back. I know Trouty wasn't too excited when he saw what the MLB Network top 100 players in baseball.
I think that's going to fuel him a bit, Terry. No question. Mike Trout ranked number 39. Come on, what are we doing?
Right. I mean, he's always been a fixture in the top 10 or the top 3 or number 1 on that list. And then he was almost in the 40s. As you mentioned, 39 is where they placed him.
And when I brought that up to him this afternoon, there was a little look in his eye. I'll take Mike Trout with a chip on his shoulder any season.
Yeah. Here's the next pitch, and that one is low, and that's going to be a walk. So Cortez, coming in here, has struggled against the first 3 batters. He's walked 2 of them and given up the hit. Now the bases are loaded, and not too surprising, Barry Enright will head out to the mound and try and calm him down. So we'll see if he can give him some words of wisdom and settle him down a little bit.
I heard you and Bobby V talking the last couple of days about, you know, there's some questions in this Angel rotation, some questions that need to be answered. Reed Detmers is a big question mark this year. This is a guy with elite stuff. Is he going to be able to take that next step? I mean, the guy has a no-hitter. He has the immaculate inning under his belt. Is he going to be able to take that next step? Did we see enough of a sample size out of Big Jack Kahanowitz? I know 8 of his last 9 last year. He had the quality start, look really, really good. Is he ready? So there's questions, but a lot of positivity around this camp, Terry. There really, really is.
Yep. You just hope and you cross your fingers everybody stays healthy. It's always a big factor when you break camp. And so far, so good on that front, although a little bit of a flu bug kind of going through the clubhouse right now. There's one that's a little bit low. It misses for a ball.
Chris Cortez could really use an out here. Just hit the ball at someone anywhere. He needs an out.
This is Carter Howell at the plate. And as he steps up, batting for the first time, there's a fly ball in the right field. Going back on that one is Campero, and can't make the catch out there, and the ball goes off the wall. They're going to score 1 run. Boy, they had some faulty base running there. Only 1 run scored from that ball. So the bases are still loaded. That's a breaking away. They should have easily gotten 2 in on that one. Weren't sure whether or not Campero was going to make the catch. He didn't. So that turns out to be, well, close to a 400-foot single out there in right center. And now it's a 7-2 Angels lead. So the batter now stepping up to the plate is Jacob Christian, and boy, that pitch right there comes in on him, and they're going to have to check him out. Hit by the pitch, that's going to force in a run.
And it's going to get a right-hander up down there in the Angel bullpen.
Yeah, so obviously some jitters here for Chris Cortez. As an amateur player, you dream your whole life to pitch for a big league club. And again, this is an exhibition game. But he didn't pitch any minor league baseball last year after the Angels drafted him. He was a 2nd-round pick. A lot of talent, but obviously he's feeling some jitters out there on the mound. So the 2nd run in the inning has scored. And now it's a 7-3 Angels lead. And it's kind of hard to believe, but they have the tying run at the plate here.
You can throw all those bullpens you want, Terry, or even when you're out as a hitter, you just can't recreate the big league level. You just can't.
There's a pitch right in there for a called strike.
Scary as shit.
next delivery, and that one is lifted in the air down the left field side. It's hit deep, but it is a foul ball. So batting for the first time in this ball game is Hunter Bishop. Is DHing. Patrick Bailey had been up the first 3 times in the DH role. And there's a swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout. Boy, did Cortez ever need something like that to happen? That's the first out. They had the first 5 in a row reach base safely here in this inning.
If he can get a ground ball double play here, Terry, and get out of this thing, that would be fantastic for him.
Yeah, there's a pitch a little bit low. So this is Sagassi at the plate, the backup catcher. Fouls that pitch off over on the right side, backing out of play.
But according to the scoreboard, we have former Washington Redskin middle linebacker Sam Huff at the plate, Terry.
Yep. Well, Sam Huff was the starting catcher for them, but he left the game about 5 innings ago. Here's one grounded on the right side. It's stopped by the Angels' second baseman, and the throw is in time by Kingery to first. They'll score a run on that one, but that's the second out, and one more out to go. So an RBI ground out cuts the lead to 7-4. And the Angels are going to make a pitching change here, so Cortez will be lifted.
Our spring training coverage continues. Tuesday on MLB Network, the Mets and Astros lead off at 1 Eastern. Then the Brewers take on the Guardians at 4. Spring training action coming your way, only on MLB Network.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, is still available with the Big Smasher Burger, and it's still just $10.99. So if it's all this or a drive-through, come on, it ain't rocket surgery, it's Chili's. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Dreams begin here. Welcome to the Good Night Club.
All my ladies roll your deal like this. When you move your body, feel confident. All my ladies try this deal real quick. Let your body how you see fit. My neck, my back, my legs and pits, all that. My neck, my back, your thighs will be intact. My neck, my back, I smell so good, they ask. All my ladies roll your deal like this.
Did you just pay with PayPal?
Yes, it keeps my info safe, even at this shady lemonade stand.
Who are you calling shady, mister?
Oh, like this is fresh squeeze. Give me a break, Logan.
I want to pay with you everywhere.
Don't just pay, PayPal.
500,000 square miles of the U.S. are unreachable by any cell phone tower. Places where memories were left unshared. Until now. T-Mobile partnered with Starlink to create the only space-based network that automatically connects to the phone you already have. And we're inviting anyone on any wireless carrier to experience it for free. T-Mobile Starlink. If you can see the sky, you're connected.
Joel Hurtado is the new pitcher for the Angels, and he is in to try and get the final out. They have runners at second and third. Hurtado in relief of Cortez. And here's the pitch on its way. That one is chased and missed for a strike called. Foster at the plate. Hurtado's pitching was in high A ball in the Angels system last year. He was a starter. Had a pretty good season, 9-8 record, 4.61 ERA fastball. Was topped out at 98 in the past, but again, another pitcher in the same category is Cortez in a way, seeing his first action in an Angel uniform. The Angels signed him back in June of 2022 for just $10,000.
As soon as it starts wrapping.
Here's the pitch, and that's outside. It misses. Need just one more out here to wrap this game up.
Would love to see Furtado come in, one pitch, and get his first big league save. I know it's spring, but get a big league save out here, Terry.
He can get one. Here's the next pitch. That one pitch that was inside, came close to hitting Foster, the batter. A hit probably drives in 2 runs, and that could cut the lead to 1 run. Hurtado has worked the count full. We'll see what gives here on the 3-2. Here it comes, and he got him swinging, struck him out, and that'll end the ball game. Hurtado gets the strikeout, and that will do it for the Giants. So the Angels come away with the victory here today. The final score was 7-4